Hey guys, Sam here at Sober Souls. We got Andrew here with me. Uh Today we are trying something new. We're going to be talking about sports. Uh and for me it's sports was a great way to uh deal with the time I have in recovery. It's a great way to, occupy my mind so I'm not thinking about drugs and alcohol. But also just sports is something that I enjoy and I'm passionate about. Today we just watched the Mariners game. They won in the 10th inning. That was very stressful at the very end. Uh
It was very stressful. And hello, everyone. It's my first time on camera.
yeah, welcome
I've
Andrew
been
everyone.
behind the lens for the first two episodes. Yeah, sports for right up my alley.
Yeah.
This is probably another addiction of mine. I am a very diehard Seattle Mariners, Seattle Seahawks, Washington Huskies,
Go Dogs.
Kraken. Yeah, bow down to Washington. And Supersonics are coming back too.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he said, we just watched a very tight, close game against the Diamondbacks, but we pulled out the win to go a game and a half up. In the West,
Yep. Now
we
we're at 500.
at 500, and we're going into June on a little run.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Caleb unfortunately couldn't make it for this episode, but he will be back for the next one.
Yeah, he's in Arizona with Cal.
And yeah, and Brendan Donovan.
Yep. Yep. They're all there together, sitting there sipping I was gonna say martinis, but we're sober.
Yeah, Arizona tea.
Yeah, Arizona tea. There we
you
go. Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, we want to hear more from you guys. What's your favorite sports teams? Does sports actually ground you guys? For us, sports is a huge tool that I use now, and Sam does as well, to help ground us and keep our minds at least semi normal.
Yeah, I mean, depends on if we win or lose.
That is true.
You know,
That unfortunately, I'm still that type of person where it could ruin a day or make a day.
yeah, game 7 of
The ALCS.
ALCS, yeah, against the Toronto Blue Jays.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, that caused me to actually go back out and relapse.
Yeah.
And I ended up in the hospital because of it, because once I start, I can't stop.
I guess we got to pump the brakes a little bit on sports too then.
Yeah, you gotta know when, you gotta know your limits, man. You gotta know your limits. But sports has always been a great thing. Before I was in active addiction, I was really into sports. I played baseball for 8 years. I played football in high school. I threw shot put and discus, and track. I actually did the 4x100 relay one time, but we call it the fat man relay because it was all the throwers doing it.
Oh my
And
gosh. Okay.
my throwing coach, his name was Darby. Shout out Darby. What's going on, man? If you're watching. Um, he said that he would buy us a pizza for each of us, like our own pizza, if we won the 4x100 relay. So I fucking ran my ass off when
Oh my
we
God.
won that 4x100 relay, the fat man's relay.
Dude, you want to tell me how to lose weight? I would have fucking done that too.
Yeah, well then you're gonna
No
gain it.
kidding.
You're gonna gain it back after eating the pizza.
Yeah, but at least I worked for it.
Yeah, at least you worked for it. But like I was saying, is sports was something that was a great passion of mine in the past. And then once I found drugs and alcohol, it wasn't a passion anymore. Didn't even watch anything, didn't participate in any sports. All I did was just get high. But now that I'm sober, my love for sports has come back. And we go to what, 30 games a season, plus or minus 10 games.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate to have a cousin that works for the team. She's been with them for the Mariners for almost 20 years. And yeah, I try to take full advantage of it. But now since the Mariners have been getting more popular, it's been harder, to get tickets. But for any game that I'm able to get tickets for, I'm very grateful. It's my birthday next week.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. We're gonna go on Monday to go see him play the Mets.
Whoop,
I don't
whoop.
trying to think. We didn't last year. I wasn't able to go to very many games. I was trying to get through a hand injury. Um, but I don't think I've seen Juan Soto in person actually, which is insane to say because he's been around in the league for over 10 years, you
Yeah.
know, because he was with the Nationals and then he was with who was it? He played for the Yankees and he played I'm missing one in there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that on Monday and to spend time with my friends as well. Um, so it should be fun.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know who Andrew is the most knowledgeable person with sports and sports history that I've ever met in my life.
I try to be.
Yeah.
It's I guess we can call it another addiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least I try to keep this one more of the healthy side. Now when I was in a full blown addiction, um for football games, I was a season ticket holder for the Seahawks. It turned into instead of going to the game, I was going uh to get fucked up is the
At the
easiest way.
tailgate.
Yeah, not just the tailgate. It was the tailgate, the game, and then the after parties.
Yeah.
And it's like for a couple years, I could barely probably remember most of the home games. Like I was at the Fail Mary,
Yeah.
against the Pack. I
Yeah.
was at, the game that we also the other game that we beat the Packers, that we had that miracle comeback
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter as well.
The NFC championship.
Yeah, I was
That
at
was,
the
yeah,
tip.
I was at that game too.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible. That one I do remember because my adrenaline was pumping.
Yeah. I remember that
That was the
game.
most nerve-wracking last drive that Kaepernick tried to put together.
Yeah. Something real funny about that game is I remember before I left for the game that morning, my mom, I used to have a little 20-pound Shih Tzu. She was like this big. Her name was Anya, and I had to put her down a couple summers ago. But my mom had just given her a haircut. And so she had a little bit of Anya fur, and she said, put this in your pocket.
Oh
It's
my
good.
god.
Anya will bring you good luck. And I'm like, what? And so she's like, just do it. So I did it, to make her happy.
That's insane.
And then we're playing like shit. And then I go and put my hand in my pocket because I was fucking cold.
Yeah.
And then I felt the fur and I said, fuck this. And I threw it out.
No.
And as soon as the fur hit the ground, that's when we came back.
Uh-oh.
So I think she was bad luck. And the Super Bowl when we beat Denver, I didn't watch it at home. But then the next year when we watched it, when I watched it against the Patriots, I was sitting there with my dog petting her, and then we threw that interception on the 1-yard line. So coincidence? I don't think so.
Rest in peace, son.
Yeah, I'm very yeah, rest in peace. Sorry, Anya.
That's funny.
I'm very superstitious when it comes to sports.
For the Super Bowl, this is the 2013 one. I actually last minute because I went to my good friend who had season tickets with. We were very superstitious, and he was in Spokane because he was in med school at the time.
Yeah.
And I said, we have to be together because if we're not together, then this is not going to work.
Together forever.
I
together.
flew a red eye to Spokane literally the night before the Super Bowl. God, that's crazy. This is all coming back to me. When I landed, I got there around 11 o'clock at night, and I got drunk at the bars with them, and they left.
Yeah.
I've never been in Spokane. I ended up passing out in the cold in a parking lot, and a couple in a truck. It was like a red Chevy, one of those old school 78s.
Yeah.
Come pick me up. And I told him it was this brick building on a hill that he lived at because I dropped off my bags. That's all I remember. and they knew the building and
Oh,
took me there
fuck.
at 3:30 in the morning, and they were all worried sick.
Well, they left you,
They were looking for me and they couldn't find me.
but you said they left.
I left them.
Oh, it makes sense
You
now.
know, when you stumble out of a bar and you go
Yeah.
on your side quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they were just like, "Oh, okay, I guess you'll end up," but they didn't know that, I passed out in a parking lot. Like I passed out on one of those, whatever, when they pile up all the snow from the
Yeah.
plows, one of those. So of
Yeah.
course somebody's gonna finally see me and be like, are you okay?
Yeah, you're lucky
Oh.
that they found you.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm
Mm.
lucky I didn't get hypothermia. It was
Or
like,
you lucky you didn't die.
yeah, we can throw that in there too.
Yeah. I mean, I
So,
know all about those adventures.
yeah.
I remember one time sorry folks, this is a little side tour.
Yeah.
This is just a story that came to my mind. I remember one time I was driving coming over the West Seattle Bridge at like 3 in the morning, and the guy I was with says, "I've never been to Oregon." I'm like, "What? You've never been to Oregon?" So instead of going northbound to come back to Lake City, I go southbound. And then I black out, and the next thing I know, I wake up in a IHOP in Portland, fucking hammered. I just thrown up and I slipped on my throw up and I was in the bathroom and I hit my head on the counter and I was sitting there in a pool of my own vomit and blood. So I know a lot about side quests.
So clearly,
So clearly,
we have pushed the boundaries way
Yeah.
too far.
yeah.
Now
But now back to sports.
back to sports.
Sports
yeah,
is something that we can do
we can
and
tell
not have
stories.
side quests.
I am not. I mean, we can sit here and laugh about it, but I was sick. Sam was sick. You
Yeah.
guys. I mean,
That's not something normal people do.
yeah, and we can laugh about it, but it's
Yeah.
this disease it's powerful, man.
It's stronger than a mother's
Yeah.
love.
That is very true. But hopefully what we have in mind too is, for sporting events, maybe we'll bring a camera with us
Yeah.
as well, kind of film some of the experiences. We have a great routine for the Merit games we go to.
Yep.
We have what we call our spot. We found kind of this
Yep.
area that's down by the Starbucks headquarters.
Yeah. And if any of you are in my spot, you're getting towed.
Yeah, it's in the alleyway. But we get there, we'll go to the game early. We always like walking around the stadium, get a full circle. We'll go
Yep.
to the team store.
Yep.
Always have to get the garlic fries.
Yep.
Um,
I love me them Seattle dogs.
and then we get to our seat and we go for it. I'm still upset. 40 years I've been going to games. I still haven't got a foul ball.
yeah.
I've had,
Maybe this time's gonna
Maybe.
turn around for you. Maybe you'll get one this time.
maybe this time. When I was a kid, one of the closest times I think I was 13, and I was filling out the old school all-star ballots where you
Yeah, I
had to punch a
remember
hole
those.
with the pencil.
Yeah.
Doing that at the 300 level of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Tino Martinez hits a foul ball right at us. My dad goes over to protect me with the two hands,
Yeah.
goes right in between and hits him in the eye.
And you're in the 300 level?
300 level. We were 4 rows
Jesus.
up in the 300 level. Because
Oh.
you know how they
Yeah,
had
yeah,
4
yeah.
rows of the regular seats and then it was all benches?
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, guys, gets hit in the eye. Nobody checks on him, and he looks at me and goes, "I got to go to the hospital." And his eye swollen shut.
Yeah.
And so go to Harborview, and well, they told him he had a fractured eye socket. Well, I'm staring at this X-ray, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he has a but he got hit in his right eye, but it was his left eye right here that was
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
Well, funny story is it got broken 30 years earlier when he was doing commercial fishing and got into a bar fight, and he still had a fracture from that.
Wow.
So the foul ball didn't do anything, but 30 years later, he learned that he had a fractured eye.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's a commercial fisherman. That's some blue collar work. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
you'll get in some rustles and tussles up at those bars.
Especially if you're drinking. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
don't think my dad wasn't a drinker.
Yeah.
He would have maybe a glass of wine every
Yeah.
other day, and that was it. And neither was my mom. She maybe drinks 2 days a year. She'll
Yeah.
drink on Christmas and Thanksgiving with family.
Yeah. Same with my mom.
Yeah, and she'll have one or two. But I'm adopted,
Yeah.
but I'm very, very grateful to be adopted into family. But I brought along some baggage, I guess,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I'm
And
here now, and the
yeah.
story's been great.
And you're here now and you're sober now.
Yeah, and
You know?
hopefully before I pass, the Mariners can win a World Series.
And hopefully we go to it.
No, I gotta say win. I'm
What?
tired of just saying go to it. The
No.
Mariners are gonna win a
No,
World
like
Series.
me and you go to the game.
Oh, go yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully one year.
So
I have faith. I have faith. How many years did you play baseball for?
I not much.
Weren't
You know, I
you
love
like
it.
state champions?
Issaquah won two state championships. We had a guy named Colin Curtis who ended up getting drafted by the Yankees. Actually, he decided to go to Arizona State. He played, I think it was 10 years in the minors, and actually, when he got called up,
Yeah.
my dad and I went and saw him. He has a cool story though, because his first at bat ever in the major leagues at Yankee Stadium, I think it was Brett Gardner got thrown out it got tossed out of the game for arguing balls and strikes on a 1-2 count. So Colin has to come out with the 1-2 count, and he works it to a 3-2 count. And his very first hit hits a 3-1 bomb.
Wow.
It gets a standing ovation from the bleacher creatures.
That's awesome.
Craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Did you ever know who Wayne Rosberg is?
No.
He played for the Blue Jays.
No, unfortunately, I
Yeah,
don't.
he was my dad's business partner when I was growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember he almost took us to the first Super Bowl. No, the second Super Bowl the Seahawks went to, which was the one we won.
Okay.
Against Denver, because he was buddies with Warren Moon.
You mean, well, Denver's the one we won.
That's the second one. The first one was against the Saints.
Oh, no. The first one was against Steelers.
Or Steelers, that's what I meant.
2005
Yeah.
in Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the second one. People always get that mixed up because they forget that we went and we lost.
And we actually outplayed the Steelers. That was when the refs kind of
a bullshit call.
I've let it go now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm still trying to let go of we got our redemption this past year against the Patriots.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you know what? And we won it in Levi Stadium.
I know.
And this year, sorry guys, if you're not a Seahawks fan, it's round 2 for everyone.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do the same thing again. But sorry, Rams, we're coming into SoFi.
Yeah, we're coming in your house.
And we're going to take it from you guys, too. We're going to let everyone know. That's our stamp.
Yeah, that'll be legendary.
There. You know, $40 fans always use, we get to play Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, in like the past 20 years, how many Super Bowls have they won?
0.
Exactly.
I mean, the Montana
in the past 20 years, the Seahawks have been the most dominant team in the NFC West.
Yep. I mean, I agree. The numbers don't lie on that.
They don't. They don't.
And I'm looking forward to this year too. I mean, we drafted Price to fill in for K9.
Yep.
Charbonnet, hopefully he gets better. He should be back in November.
Yep.
But we got Wilson as well. I think McIntosh has a good chance.
Yeah.
Finally, if he can stay healthy. But I'm really looking forward to Bud Clark. I think this guy he's gonna make a huge impact. Now I don't know if it's gonna be the same way as Emmanwori.
Yeah.
But Clark, he's a ball hawk, man. He had 15 interceptions for TCU.
Yep.
So looking forward to that. And then even the draft, I don't even care for which team it is. The draft for next year is supposed to be one of the most stacked draft classes before in my lifetime.
Who was it? Eli Manning's son, or is it Peyton Manning's
No,
son?
it's I think it's actually so it's
Archie
Arch
Arch.
Manning.
Yeah.
It might be Cooper's son.
Oh.
So their third brother,
Yeah.
I can't remember what he played wide receiver actually, and then I can't remember what disease he got, unfortunately, but he couldn't play
MS.
anymore. So, I believe so, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But Arch, I mean, he's at Texas right now. Of course, when you have a Manning last name, you're already put on a high pedestal.
Yeah.
But I've been following his career so far. I mean, it's been interesting. He's been struggling with them a little bit, but hopefully this is where he breaks out. It's time for his time to shine.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
So, but yeah, looking forward to next year's draft as well. Then Supersonics back in 2020.
Yep. We'll be going to a bunch of games.
Maybe the Kraken can
get
make something happen in the
Yeah.
draft. There's not really too much of a free agent list this year, so I don't know their plan.
Yeah.
The Huskies
Go Dogs.
they get to play the Cougars for the Apple Cup, but in over the last 100 years of this rivalry, first game ever played on a Sunday.
That's gonna be wild.
Yeah, you know what? We should go to that.
Yeah, we should. We should.
We usually try to go to a couple games a year for the Dogs.
Yeah, the game we really got to go to is the Seahawks game on Christmas for my birthday. Because for those who don't know, I was born on Christmas, and for those who also don't know, I'm also a twin. I have a twin sister named Sarah. She's kind of the polar opposite. She's the good twin. I'm the evil one.
Oh,
yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, not evil anymore, folks. I was when I was in my addiction, but you know what? That was part of the disease.
Yeah,
because drugs are
maybe that's why
made by the devil.
Maybe that's why you got the disease a little bit, though. You were so upset that you didn't get the same amount of presents.
Yeah,
everything's
everything was
one day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people say it's cool to have your birthday on Christmas. Not really, because not only do I gotta share it with Jesus, but I gotta share it with my fucking sister.
Well, you can't even really spend that time with your friends either.
No, you can't.
Because Christmas, at least for my family, it's family only, and that's the whole day.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas Eve is what used to be for me was the day that I would go out and hang out with friends.
Yeah.
Thank God no more, because Christmas Day was just a battle to get rid of my hangover.
Yeah, I remember one Christmas when I was paralyzed from my overdose on nitrous. I had my buddy push me to the bar in my wheelchair a couple blocks away. And I'm sitting there getting fucked up, can't walk, I couldn't even hold my drink. So it's like I have to set it on the table and just try and like reach and drink it. And then it's like, you get fucked up, and what happens when you get drink, you gotta go pee, right?
Yeah.
And then it's the next thing you know, I'm pissing all over myself, and it was just terrible.
It sounds all bad.
It was terrible. But I'm still grateful my homies actually pushed me there. It was a lot, but it's something I don't want to go back to.
Yeah. But we want to hear from you guys too.
Yeah.
We're trying to expand on ideas. We just registered Sober Souls now on Kick and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to start doing some live streams now, especially for sports. We want to maybe see if you guys are interested, like, especially for the Seahawks games.
Yeah.
Of course, we will go to a couple games this year.
Yeah. Fun fact. My grandfather is actually one of the guys who named the Seahawks, because back in the 70s, they had a drawing for the name, and he was one of the guys who entered in the name Seahawks, and that was the name that ended up getting the most votes. And so that's the name that won. He's got like a little placard that says, "I named the Seahawks." But
that's incredible.
But yeah, going back to what you're saying is, we're trying to expand into different areas, and how we got the Twitch and
Kick.
Kick account. We also got iHeartRadio. We're on Amazon Music.
Mhm.
We're on Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Gonna get a TikTok. So we're trying to expand our media platforms, also expanding what we're going to be doing on here, because besides this being basically a half hour to an hour therapy session, it's also to show you guys that we aren't different than you. We're the same as you. We struggle, we need ways to cope, but we also like to have fun. And showing you guys things that we do for fun, whether it's going to a game, going to a concert, just hanging out, playing video games. There's going to be lots of different areas that we're going to touch into, because it's, recovery is our whole life, and everything we do it sober. So there's going to be lots of different things that we're going to be doing, and we look forward to sharing it with you guys. Is there
Yeah,
any,
I mean, and it also our goal too in the end is we want to be able to help each other,
Yeah.
help others out, I should say.
Yeah.
And the best way for us to do that is being able, if we can change or touch one person's life,
Yeah.
that is one more life that we've helped. It makes us feel
Yeah, we could
better.
also, try and lead by example.
There you go. That's
You
a
know.
better way to put it.
Lead by example. And if, even if we just help one person and that's it for the whole time that we're here, which I hope it isn't, I hope there's more, I'm happy with it,
Yeah.
because that's what this was made for, was to help people.
And also, leave some comments.
Yeah.
You can ask any questions. Give us some ideas. If there's stuff that you want to talk about or you want to hear,
Yeah,
we would
or
love
see us
to
do.
interact. So that's why hopefully we can get a live stream up pretty soon. Maybe we'll do it for a Mary game.
Yeah,
We could do a watch along, guys.
Yeah.
And then shoot us some questions. If
yeah.
you have
Drop your favorite sports team, drop your favorite sport, ideas you want us to do.
blindfold golf.
What? Yeah. Well, that sounds impossible,
Yeah.
but we'll try it if that's what you guys want.
No, I need to have my two eyes. I haven't played golf in a couple of years. I used to. But
Yeah.
my first job ever was at Newcastle Golf Club.
Being a caddy.
No, I worked in outside service, so we were the ones that washed the golf carts. I would be in the range cart picking up the balls.
That sounds fun. If
Oh,
you were the guy that's in the cart that's all caged
don't
up,
even start.
I would definitely hit you
Oh.
with a golf ball.
I try to time it for the slowest part, because the number one thing everyone does is they want to hit the golf cart.
Yeah,
And
well, I would
you
want to
have-
do it just because it's you.
Oh, you know what? I want to put you into that cart, because you have no idea how loud it is when a golf ball actually hits that metal.
Oh, I bet it's loud.
It rattles it.
You know what?
It's so
I'm gonna
loud.
go find a golf ball right now and just throw it at you.
No. I'm good for injuries right now. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys' time. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Like we were saying, like, comment,
sure.
subscribe, share. We got multiple platforms coming out, and we also have a website that is going to be modified. I'm going to drop the link below, and then the next thing we're going to be coming out with is some merch for you guys. If you want to have like a Sober Soul sweatshirt, t-shirt, coffee mug, whatever you want. Also drop some comments about what you would like. But other
Yeah.
than that, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you,
Yeah,
Andrew.
thank you.
All right. Sober Souls.